Well, howdy, howdy. What is up, everybody? Who do we got in the house tonight so far? Let me just say thank you really quick. I got to go back and see who did the super chat already. We already got 2. Ubi. Awesome, dude. Ubi. And then, of course, Jamie. Thank you, Ubi and Jamie, for getting me 2 out of 10 on my target, guys. We only need 8 more if you want some extra shred jamming in about 45 minutes or so. All right, guys. So hello to everybody that's in there. I'm not going to go through all the names. It's like, I know who you guys are, and you know who I am. So hello to you, and you guys have been saying hello to me. So howdy, everybody. How is your Wednesday evening going so far? Hopefully fantastic. Did you guys like the opening shred on the red hybrid IYV guitar? Remember, only the neck is from IYV, and that was a body that I traded from Mike at Fulton Street Beats. And then I put in the red pickups, and yeah, it's a killer guitar. Absolutely killer guitar. In case you didn't see the video on that. So really quick, guys, I want to mention something. Yesterday was my daughter, Emma. You guys have seen her in the live before. You've seen her in some videos. Yesterday was her birthday. She turned 12 years old. And if anybody wants to do anything nice for her, in my eBay store right now, she has 3 sets of bracelets for sale. There's a green set, which I'm trying to grab right now. Really cool green set. It says elf, kind of like a Christmas theme going on the green. Oop, I think I accidentally got one of the blue ones. So there's 3 bracelets, guys. There's a pink set, there's a green set, and there is a blue set. 3 bracelets, and they're selling for only $3 plus shipping in my eBay store. If anybody wants to grab those, and as like a happy birthday present to Emma, you know, she would really appreciate that. I'm gonna throw the link really quick in the chat, guys, to my eBay store. And of course, as always, guys, I have got my CDs also in my eBay store, Dawn of the Shredder and Speed of Light. Come on, while you're there picking up some bracelets, pick up some CDs while you're at it. I just sent out another package this morning to the latest person that bought the double CD pack. So hopefully you guys that have the CDs already, you're still enjoying them and loving them. And thank you everybody that's saying happy birthday to Emma. Thank you for that. Okay, so speaking of Speed of Light, guys, if you saw my video on Monday, you know it was regarding the green guitar and me trying to put the Jackson neck on the green guitar, which didn't exactly work out the way I was hoping, and then I just kind of gave up on it. So I thought, since that was the Monday video, I would show you guys the original jam that I did in that green guitar video when I first did like the official review of that. And that ended up being the title track to my album, Speed of Light. So John is asking, does shipping combine? I don't know if it does. But John, if you want to talk about like getting like more than one thing or something, we could probably just like work it out outside of eBay. So if you want to send me an email, thebaldshredder@gmail.com, if you want to do that, it's up to you. But I don't think I have it set to combine shipping. Okay, guys. Anyway, hey, Eddie Fisher, Kentucky is watching. Thank you very much, Eddie. I appreciate that. So I'm going to show you guys the jam that I did on that green guitar, and I called that song Speed of Light, which was the title track to my Speed of Light album. All right, so here it goes. Okay, so hey, thank you for people saying that they enjoyed that track. And let's see, somebody said good phrasing. Trying to find that. Retro Puffer, good fast playing. Thank you very much. Oh, Bobby, really good phrasing. Thank you, Bobby. And Jamie and everybody saying that they like the CDs and stuff. So I appreciate that. I kind of wish I had never taken that neck off the body, since it, didn't end up working out, because now I already made the neck pocket wider. So if I go to put the original neck back on the body, there's going to be like huge gaps in the neck pocket on both sides of the neck. So, and there were a lot of suggestions, guys, in the comments about how to fix it and just do this, just do that. A lot of people saying, send it to me, I'll fix it. Or if you don't want it, I'll take it. So those kind of comments. And it's not that I didn't know how to continue. I could have finished it, guys. I just, after I saw that the two screws were coming up behind the back of the neck, I just lost all my motivation. And I was just like, you know what? I'm sick of working on this one. I'm moving on to other stuff. So it's not that I couldn't do it. And yes, I could send it to Sean. He could fix it. But I think I'm going to end up using that neck on another body. I'm thinking, and I don't know if I'm going to do this for certain, but I might have IYV make me a body and paint it and everything that I could put that neck on, like a Dinky body with like a really cool paint job, like one that you can't just get like a standard Jackson guitar, but something special. I already checked with them. I was going to have them do me a Dinky body for that 24 fret Jackson neck in a yellow and black crackle finish. The Jackson crackle paint jobs, if you know what I'm talking about. I had a yellow and black crackle Dinky that I bought when I was in high school. I saved up money. It cost me like $2,000, made in the USA, a really nice Jackson. I don't have it anymore. I stupidly sold it years ago. But I was like, well, that would be really cool to have a yellow and black crackle Dinky again. But I sent an email to my friends at IYV with a picture of a yellow and black crackle Jackson saying, hey, can you do a paint job like that? And unfortunately, they can't do the crackle paint job. I guess they don't know how to do it. So I don't have another idea yet as far as, you know, that was like my great idea. I was like, yeah, that's perfect. I'll have them do me a yellow and black crackle dinky body. I'll pair it up with that neck. But then they said they can't do crackle. So I don't have another idea yet as far as what kind of finish or what I'm going to do with that neck. So, but we'll see. I did want to show you guys the necks though, because a lot of people were saying in the comments like, oh my gosh, just do this, just do that. It's so easy. You almost finished it already. Just finish it. Well, thank you, John. Thank you, John. Super chat, John. That should be 3. Why does it still say 2? I don't know why that only says 2. Well, I'm going to, and then somebody else did $2, but I'm going to consider that 4, guys. I don't know why it's only at 2, the little target. But we're at 4, okay? So we're at 4, and the goal is 10. So look, guys, for me to put the Jackson neck, see, it has to match up like this. Has to match up like that, like the end of the fretboard. See? Like that. But the problem is this one, right? The whole entire heel goes all the way to the edge of the fretboard, but not on the Jackson neck. You see there's like a gap right there. And people were saying, well, just glue in a piece of wood. I didn't want to glue in a piece of wood on this and kind of like ruin the neck. I really didn't want to ruin the neck. If I ruined that body, who cares? It wasn't an authentic Jackson body, whatever. Not really worried about it, but I don't want to mess up the Jackson neck. And here's the other thing, guys. Look at the difference between, if I line up the top of the neck, look how much longer this part is on the Jackson neck, like compared to this one. See, this is much shorter. And even if I was able to like fit this onto that green guitar body, this part of the heel would be sticking way out from the body. And I thought, that's gonna look kind of weird. And I did think about it originally, and I thought, okay, no big deal. But then, yeah, I don't know, guys. I just didn't want to keep messing with it. I just got tired of it. Also, look at the original neck. I think they kind of messed up. Look how close to the edge of the neck those screw holes are. That's like way too close. They should have been over here more. Yeah, I don't like how close that is because I feel like the wood could crack or something. But what that means, guys, is it would be the same thing on this neck. They would be really close to the edge of the neck. Unless I drilled different holes in the back of the body. But then that's messing up all the paint, right? So yeah, I can drill. People were like, just drill 2 new holes. Okay, but then you got the old holes there. And it's just, yeah. Anyway, yes, I could do it. No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to. I just figured, whatever. So that's that. That is that. All right. Now, Metal Dude still has yet to record like a new series of Metal Dude moments. He's going to do that next week, by the way. I don't know if they'll be ready by the next live stream, but he's going to be working on a new series of Metal Dude moments. But in the meantime, we do have a classic Metal Dude clip here. This is a how-to video, guys. This is a how-to video by none other than Metal Dude. This video was on the Metal Dude YouTube channel. Yeah, this is a video that he uploaded on his own channel. And he sent me the video and he was like, yeah, go ahead, show it in your live stream. But anyway, this is a how-to video. So pay attention, guys, because this might help some of you out. What he's about to demonstrate, you might have been doing it wrong your whole life. And now Metal Dude is going to show you how to do it the right way. And it does make a difference. Here we go.
Hey dudes, what's up? I'm going to show you the proper way to make a glass of ice water. Because like, not everybody does it the right way. And if you don't do it the right way, you could totally mess it up.
He's kinda crazy, a little bit rude. He likes to rock. He's Metal Dude.
Seriously? Okay, first of all, you need a glass. Or you could use a plastic cup, I guess. But it's gotta be the right size. If it's too small, like when you put the ice and the water in there together, it's like gonna overflow. And then like when you drink it, it's not gonna quench your thirst because it won't be enough water. And then like if it's too big and you drink too much water, you're just gonna have to go to the bathroom right away. So I would say about this size is the right size. Right there, dudes, see? Okay, now, here comes the most important part. So you got your refrigerator here, like, you know, with your ice maker and your water. You gotta get the ice first. Don't get the water first. Cause like, if you get the water first and then you push for the ice, you know what's gonna happen, dudes? Like the water's gonna splash out of your cup and it's gonna make kind of like a mess, and then you gotta wipe it up and stuff. And that's just gonna take extra time that you don't really have. You don't want a too little amount of ice, and you also don't want too much ice. If you fill the whole glass with ice and like then you put the water in, like you're not gonna have enough water and like you're still gonna be thirsty. So watch how I do it, dudes. It says ice. Right there, dudes. See, that's like perfect right there. Give it a little shake. Sounds good, right? All right, now we put the water in. Be careful not to splash or spill the water. This one says water. Now, did you hear the ice crackling as I was putting the water in? You want to hear that sound. That means you're doing it right. Now you might think like, okay, I got the ice and the water in there and it's time to take a drink. No, dudes, no. You need to wait a good 30 seconds to a minute. You want to give the ice a proper amount of time to like cool down the water and make the water taste icy. Cause that's like the whole point of ice water, right? It's supposed to be like icy. So if you drink it too soon or too fast, the ice is not gonna be cold enough. So let's see, give it the old feel test. Yeah, it's feeling pretty cold, dude, so I think it's ready. I think it's ready to test it and drink it. Here we go, dudes, here we go. Oh yeah, that's good. That's the perfect ice water right there, dudes. Okay, I think you're ready.
All right, guys, were you paying attention? You know I give Metal Dude a hard time, but I think he actually had some good points in that video and some, I hate to say it, but I think if you follow those steps, you're literally gonna have the perfect glass of ice water. Hey, everybody does one thing right in their life at least, and maybe that was the one for Metal Dude. So very cool, very cool. All right, guys, we are going to follow that up with the classic bald shredder clip of the week. This one's a little bit more recent, so some of you will probably remember seeing this one. Here we go. All right, time to practice. I'm pretty hungry though. I should probably just eat something first. Yeah. Now that's what I'm talking about. Food coma, can't practice. Okay, belly full. Time to practice. But now I'm really tired after eating all that food. Okay, you know what? Quick power nap and then it's right back to practicing. Okay, 15-minute power nap and then it's right back to practicing. I swear. Okay, had a snack, had a good nap, good to go. Let's get in some good practice time, guys. Here we go. All right, what's this? Notification. New season of Is It Cake? Well, I mean, okay, I can watch TV and practice at the same time, totally. Okay, this one has to be cake. This one's cake, yeah. Oh, No, I was wrong. It's not cake. Unbelievable. Man, I love that show. I can't wait for season 3. All right, practice time.
Dad, can you help me with my homework?
Yes, yes I can. Okay, that's it. No more distractions. Nothing's gonna stop me from practicing this time. I just need a little inspiration. Let's see if we can pull something up here. Yeah, this is perfect right here. Let's check it out. Stupid fingers! Not only am I not gonna practice, I'm never playing guitar again. All right, yeah, boy. Isn't it amazing how, like, when you tell yourself you're gonna sit down and practice, like, oh, but first I gotta do this. Oh, let me just do this. Suddenly you're motivated to do other things, right? And that's not just practicing guitar. That's like everything in life. It's like, there's something that you should do, but then it's like, oh, all of a sudden, I feel like, vacuuming, or I feel like doing this, or I feel like doing that. And, well, that even happens to me, guys. And definitely watching my good friend Lester Mitchell, watching him play guitar, that really motivates me to not play guitar, because it's like, he's just too darn good. He's just too darn good. Mr. JW says he just noticed how much Emma looks like me. Yep, she's the spitting image of me when I was younger and I had hair. Yeah, definitely. Anyway. Okay, guys, we're only up to 4 on the Super Chat. We're only up to 4. I know it says 2, but I'm counting it as 4. We need 6 more if you guys want that extra shred jam. You got about 15, 20 minutes left to get that in there. Just saying. Okay, so the topic at hand, guys, the topic at hand. If you looked at the title of the live stream, I said, haters gonna hate. What sets them off, whatever, let's discuss it. Now, speaking again about the green guitar, I put the video up on Monday about trying to put the Jackson neck on the green guitar. That green guitar was an AliExpress guitar. It was an AliExpress custom order. Anytime I do an AliExpress video, I get some of these angry comments. I'm going to call them angry comments, and just criticisms, and I'm going to read you some of the comments, guys. I'm trying to, like, I don't want to, I want you guys to tell me what you think. What I want to know from you guys, what I want to know from you guys, your opinion is, what is it about the AliExpress videos, and it's not just AliExpress, it's also the Temu videos, that really pushes buttons on some of the people, really trips their trigger, really makes them mad. I'm going to read you some of the comments. Before you start answering, listen to the comments first, guys. Listen to the comments first, if I can find them. Because some of these comments are like, what? Okay, here's the first one. Ready? And again, this is on the video from Monday about the green guitar, which came from AliExpress. CCP slave labor. All right. With like 5 exclamation points. So why is it that some people are so certain that all guitars that are made in China, and probably not just guitars, everything that's made in China, it is all made with slave labor? Why are some people so certain of that? And when they say slave labor, what are they referring to? Do they think that the people there are like in shackles and they have armed guards with guns, and these people are being forced to work on guitars, and basically they're in prison, but it's like a guitar factory? Is that what they mean by slave labor, or do they mean something else? So I'm curious about what you guys think about that. And by the way, about the slave labor, let me just add in one thing. The last time I saw Leo James of Leo James Guitars, which was last January, I didn't say anything about slave labor. I just asked him without any preface to the question. I said, how old is the youngest worker at your factory? And he thought about it for a minute, and he said 29. The youngest person he thinks 29 years old. So there are no kids working at his factory. And when I kind of asked him about it, you know, like, do kids work in the factories? All he could tell me was that he had a girl come into their office one time asking about getting a job there, but she was not an adult yet. She was like underage, maybe like a teenager. And he said he couldn't hire her because she didn't have the ID card showing that she was an adult. And if he did hire her, his company could get in a lot of trouble for hiring a minor. So that's what I heard from Leo James regarding this thing. Okay, here's another comment, guys. And this is not really a hater's comment. This comment is just like, I'm confused by this comment. So again, you have to think, this is on the video from Monday. Green guitar trying to put the Jackson neck. This is what he said. All of my guitars have maple necks. What a waste of my time. And then he put an angry face emoji. What's a waste of his time? Watching the video? Was he mad because I was taking off the maple neck and wanting to put on the rosewood neck? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Okay, here's the next one. Again, guys, I'm asking you, like, what is it about the AliExpress videos, the Temu videos, and I guess it's probably like, what is it about the made in China thing that just sets people off and just gets them going? Here's the next comment. When there are cheap junk guitars from unknown brands available so easily on Amazon, I would never buy a guitar on AliExpress. I have zero desire for a fake guitar. So first of all, guys, he's calling all the inexpensive guitars on Amazon. That would be the Fesleys, the IYVs, the Leo James, the Donners. Cheap junk guitars, which you know, I'm not going to agree with that. I totally disagree with that. Although there are some, I'm sure there's some junk guitars. I don't think that applies to most of the brands. And then he also said he has no desire for a fake guitar. This one always kind of gets me with the fake guitar, because it's not a fake guitar. It is a real guitar. It's a real guitar. It's got the 6 strings on it. It's got pickups. It's got electronics. You plug it in. It's real. It plays. It's not a fake guitar. I know what he's referring to, though. He's referring to, like, if you have a Gibson Les Paul, but it's not a Gibson Les Paul. It was made, you know, it's a Chipson, but it says Gibson. But in the video that he commented on, this was the neck. It says Jaymz. It doesn't say Ibanez. It doesn't say Jackson. And the body, the Dinky body, that's like pretty generic. There are all kinds of manufacturers that make that exact body shape, not just Jackson. So this was not a copy of anything. Doesn't have a name of another brand. It's literally got my last name on it. So I don't know, you know, just, again, people just assume that anything made in China is fake. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. So let me read you the next comment. So that bootleg guitar was trash long before you bought it. Okay, so again, how is that a bootleg guitar? How is that a bootleg guitar? I don't understand. That comment doesn't really match. That was not a bootleg. It wasn't even a knockoff. Again, my name on the headstock. And the headstock was not supposed to look like an Ibanez headstock. It was supposed to be a little bit like sharper and not look like an Ibanez. But anyway, still, it doesn't say Ibanez, doesn't say Jackson. So it's not bootleg. There was nothing illegal about that guitar. So again, his comment is way off. And I see a lot of you guys saying, like, you know, hey, people using their computers and their smartphones that are made in China and lots of things made in China, and people getting mad, but yet your house is probably full of stuff made in China. So again, guys, the question is, why do people get so set off by this? Let me see. Oh, this This might be my favorite one because this one is like directed personally at me. Yeah, okay. You can expect anyone to sit through your entire video? 11 minutes is a long time to hear that voice talking senseless BS. This voice? Is there a problem with this voice? And I didn't reply to that, but I wanted to reply because, you don't feed the trolls, guys. Don't feed the trolls. So I didn't reply, but I wanted to reply and go, and yet you sat through the video. So, yeah. Senseless. So, guys, he's saying it's senseless that I'm showing you guys that, hey, this is what happens when you might try to fit a different neck onto a different guitar body and it didn't quite work out. And for some people, that could have been like something like a learning experience. Like, okay, maybe it's not always going to be like an easy swap, and I need to consider like what the heel of the neck looks like. I need to make sure and think about where those bolts are. I might have saved somebody some aggravation by doing that video. So, senseless? No, I don't think so. I disagree with that. And, oh, this one's quite funny too. This one's quite funny. My AliExpress guitar was garbage, and after I opened it, I got COVID. Not a lie. So he's saying that his guitar, which probably took a month at least to travel across the ocean to get to him, because they come by ship, COVID was lying in waiting inside the box, just waiting and ready. And when he opened the box, it just sprung out and got him. And then he said, 100% truth. I've had all 3 variants of that crap and still refuse the vax. Stop sending our enemy your money. I think that was the last one. Wait. Yeah, that was it. So you see a lot of comments about that. I think that was the only comment in this video about don't give your money to our enemy, that kind of thing. So the idea that, China is our enemy, and I don't want to get into the politics and stuff, but, it's something along those lines. And, but again, it's not a political video. It's just an electric guitar. Just an electric guitar, not meant to get into those kind of things. And I don't think you can get COVID from opening a package that they sent a month later. Most likely the guy got COVID from another person, like you were at a store and you touched something. It has to be pretty quick transmission, not sitting in a box that long. Doesn't really work that way, I don't think. But hey, who knows? Anyway, what do you think, guys? Why are some people, not everybody, why are some people so ticked off about guitars coming from China and just products coming from China? What do you think? Clutch says, I don't like sellers who try to pass off knockoffs as the real deal. Oh, of course. I totally agree with you. I would be livid if I thought I was buying like, a certain guitar, like it's a real one, and then you get it and it's not a real one, it's an imitation one. That's why a lot of times you do have to be diligent, and you have to be careful when you're ordering stuff like on AliExpress or DHgate or even on eBay, because sometimes they will put the picture of the real authentic guitar, and then when you buy it, you're getting their copy of it, and it's not as good. It doesn't look as good as the real picture. So what I've done a lot of times, and I guess you just have to have an eye for it. When you see that picture and it looks amazing, you're like, wow, and it looks like the real deal, you got to think that's probably too good to be true. So when I've seen that, I've asked for them to like, hey, can you show me more pictures? And more than a couple times, guys, they've sent me more pictures, and I could see it's a different guitar. And I'm going, oh, so the picture you had in the listing, that was a picture of the real guitar. One time, the guy had a picture of the real guitar, and they hadn't even built one yet. They just put a picture of I think it was like a BC Rich or something, and it had a Kaler bridge on it. That's why I was so curious, because it looked really nice and it had a Kaler. And so I messaged the guy and I'm like, is that a picture of the actual real guitar? Is that the one that you built? And then he told me, he's like, oh, good eye, you caught that. Yeah, we haven't actually made it yet. Okay. All right. All righty. Anyway. But yeah, people get really, really mad, you know? And it's not like in my video, if you watch my video, now you have no choice. You must buy a guitar from AliExpress. No, I bought a guitar. But the guy watching, he's saying, I would never do that. That's horrible, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you didn't do it. Why do you care that I did it? You don't even know me. I'm just some random, bald, annoying guy on YouTube. But they're really angry about a guitar that I bought, not that they bought. And again, I don't really understand like why that would make them so mad. I don't know. It's just something about, you know, and I don't think, guys, it's not just the copies. It's not just the Chipsons that say Gibson. It's like literally any guitar. It just makes them mad. Anyway. But that always happens when I put up an AliExpress video or a Temu video, and it's to be expected. I expect those comments now, and I'm ready for it, you know. And one guy, there was one comment that I did reply to, and he said something about like, stop buying that cheap garbage. And I replied, never, because I'm never gonna stop. And I don't agree with the garbage part, but I like buying inexpensive guitars. I like fixing up guitars. I like modding them. I like upgrading them. It's fun. Yes, it's frustrating sometimes, but I don't think I would want to buy a $3,000 guitar and then start tinkering with it and putting in different things and maybe put it on a different neck or whatever. I wouldn't want to do that on an expensive guitar. But on an inexpensive guitar, a cheap guitar, I don't mind so much, because if it doesn't work out or if I mess it up, well, I didn't just mess up a $3,000 guitar. I messed up a $200 guitar. And that's a big difference, right? Big, big difference. So, and it's enjoyable, you know? And I guess some guys just don't understand that. They want to have their $4,000 Gibson that they're, you know, they're never going to do anything to, I guess. And if that makes them happy, cool. Hey, no judgment. You know, do whatever makes you happy. Buy the guitars that make you happy. And don't get mad because other people do different things. It's like, I really couldn't care less if somebody spent $15,000 on a limited edition Gibson Les Paul. If you've got the money and you can afford it, and that's what you want to spend your money on, and that makes you happy, then hey, why not? Go for it. Why would I care? Tim Jenkins Guitar. Thank you so much, dude. He says, most all guitar brands have Chinese guitars. Gibson has Epiphone, and they are made in China. Yeah. Fender has Squier, and a lot of Jackson. Yes, tons of all the inexpensive Jacksons. Even some mildly expensive Jacksons are made in China. Some that are, you know, north of $500 still made in China. They have a couple of Crackle ones. Some of the Crackle ones, like a yellow and black and then a blue and black one, or a blue and gray. I think those were like $700 or something. Made in China, you know? Interesting, right? Interesting to think about. But I guess the bottom line, guys, is I just wish people wouldn't get so mad about this stuff. You know? I don't watch other people's guitar videos and then leave a poopy comment because they bought something that I wouldn't buy, or they bought a guitar that I think people shouldn't buy. You know, I don't have time for that. I don't know why it personally makes them so angry. And, you know, I mean, if you don't want to buy guitars made in China, then simply don't buy them. It's as simple as that. I'm never going to understand why that makes people mad. I don't know. And I think the idea that all guitars made in China are cheap and they're garbage and they're junk, that is a very outdated idea. We're well past that time when everything out of China is cheap junk. And most of you guys know, I think, most of you guys have gotten some of these inexpensive guitars. Leo James, Donner, Fesley, whatever, made in China. They don't cost a lot of money. You know, they're not all cheap garbage. They're not all cheap junk. Anyway, alrighty guys, so we didn't make the goal, so no extra shredding jam for this week, but that's okay. I want to say thanks again to the people that did donate in the super chat. If you did, you rock. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. What else did I want to tell you guys? Let's see here. Oh, how about the ridiculous offer of the week? It's actually not really ridiculous, but it's something interesting. Let me pull up that email and then I'll do the intro and then I'll read it to you guys. Let me see here, guys. Hold on. Oh, by the way, it looks like, hang on. Let me check my email. Oh, all the bracelets sold. And I don't know if they all sold to the same person or different people. So whoever bought the bracelets, if it was one person or two people or three people, I want to say super awesome. Thank you. Emma is going to be so thrilled. She's been asking me since like Saturday when I first put them up there. Have the bracelets sold yet? Have the bracelets sold? So you guys rock. Thank you for that. Let me pull up the... Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. Let's do the intro.
The Bald Shredder presents Ridiculous Offers of the Week.
Okay, here's the email, guys. Hi, we're thrilled to invite you to CES 2025, taking place January 7th to the 10th at the Las Vegas Convention Center. Complete this form by December to claim your free ticket valued at $149. Spots are limited. Don't miss out. We look forward to seeing you there. Now, I'm not going to say the name of the company. This email is not from CES. It's from one of the companies that's going to be there with like a booth. And this company is like, they make like battery packs and power supplies and things like that. And I'm kind of stumped, like, why they are inviting me. I'm not sure what they would get out of it. Maybe they would expect me to do a video talking about it and then kind of highlighting their booth. Are you guys familiar with CES? I don't really know too much about it. It's kind of, it's kind of like the NAMM show, I think, like a big convention, with a lot of different companies, hundreds of companies, or that have booths showing their stuff. It's a real thing. I looked it up, and it is happening in Las Vegas on those dates in January. But I don't think it would be like a thing for me. Now, if it was here, like in Southern California, like in Los Angeles, and if it was something that I could drive there and spend the day there and then drive back and not have to drive 5 hours to Vegas and stay in a hotel and do all that, if I could just go to it locally, I would probably go one day if I had a free ticket. Consumer Electronics Show. Yeah, Consumer Electronics. So it would probably be cool walking around and seeing all that stuff. But I'm not going to drive to Vegas and have to stay in a hotel for like 2 nights and, that's not worth it for me. So yeah, that just seems kind of weird. I don't know why they would be inviting me, that particular company, battery packs and things like that. I don't know. But anyway, that was the ridiculous offer of the week, guys. Okay, so guys, we got about 10 minutes left. I have done a lot of talking so far today. I need to give my voice a rest for a minute. Questions, comments. Should I do a live stream next Wednesday, guys? It's the night before Thanksgiving. The day before, right before Thanksgiving. Are people going to want to tune in to a Bald Shredder live stream on the night before Thanksgiving? What do you think, guys? Any other questions? Any other things you want to ask me or say? You're still waiting for the bald shredder stainless steel kitty litter box. Yeah. Yeah, that's still in production. That's still in production. You might be waiting a while, though. Big Kahuna, I have a Wolf guitar, which is made by AIO. It's the one that I won from Guitar Max. Very nice guitar. Very nice. So yes, their stuff is good. Joe, someday I do hope to travel to China and visit. If I'm lucky, I'll get a chance to visit the Leo James factory, but that's someday. Years from now, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Ubi, well, did you get the job? All that guest hosting? I hope you got the job at least. Marlon asking about the different camera angles. Marlon, I have to film myself playing the song like 4 or 5 times. I put the camera here, I play the whole song. I put the camera here, I play the whole song again. I put the camera over there, I play the whole song again. And then I edit the clips together in my video editing software. I don't have several cameras, I only have one good camera. Craig, I don't know about the kitty litter box with the extra jumbo frets, but it's definitely going to have Alnico 5 pickups, I can tell you that. All right, Ubi, well, good luck with that. Robert, you know what? I don't know when I'm going to get to check out a scarred guitar. Sean actually told me not too long ago that he needs to send me one of his scarred guitars to check out. So when is he going to do that? I don't know. You'd have to ask him. I basically said, hey, anytime you want to send me one, I'll do a review on it. I'm not going to buy one because they're like $800. But if he wants to send one for me to do a review, that would be cool. I would be more than happy to do that. Yeah, New York chokehold, get more cameras. You know how much those cameras cost? Like over $500. So yeah. John X. Boom. Thank you. $20 from John X. Nice. Very nice. No, Joe, I'm not going to buy my cameras from AliExpress. Look, here's my camera. Did I ever show you guys? This is my camera. It's a Canon. Canon 550? I can't remember. EOS with a Rode mic on the top. So when you guys hear me talking in the videos, it's being recorded right there. Expensive. My earlier videos were recorded with my cell phone, and it made a huge difference upgrading to this. By the way, Lester Mitchell was the one that told me, dude, you need to get this camera. Stop using your cell phone. And so I did. Mr. JW, yeah, I mean, any guitars made in the US are going to be expensive if you have somebody making them for you. If you make your own custom guitars, like your own custom builds, like I have, you know, like the orange one right there, and did the paint myself, that's about $500 invested into it because I did all the work. Clutch, I don't know about the EVH Wolfgang Standard. I've never played it, so I couldn't tell you if that's better than the Firefly. Couldn't tell you. Mike, I asked Leo about doing a compound radius, and he said he didn't want to do a compound radius because they have to, I guess they bend the frets to match the radius. so that the frets don't pop up. And if it's a compound radius, you know, you're having to do different bending on the different frets as you go down the neck, so, or something like that. And I was like, oh, well, okay, I guess. I mean, I don't know. And he doesn't take all my advice anyway, by the way. I've told him to do things, and he ended up not doing it, and then he did something else. So, you know, I don't have a factory, so he has to decide like what's best based on what's going on in his factory, what's doable, what's not doable, what's going to take too much time, and as far as how much does it cost. And he has a lot of things to consider. I can make suggestions, but I'm not always thinking about like the economics of it or the efficiency of it. And so anyway, a lot of things to consider when thinking about that stuff, I guess. Joe got a roasted maple neck with stainless steel frets for $50. That's really cool. Good job, Joe. So those of you that are checking out, Jamie, good night. Craig, good night. See you next week, hopefully. I will be here next week on Wednesday, guys, the night before Thanksgiving. I will do a live stream. And hopefully you guys will be tuning in, right? Because Thanksgiving the next day, there's no reason for you to miss the live stream next Wednesday. You won't be eating your turkey or your ham yet. Why don't I like trems? They go out of tune easy. And I don't like the way the Floyd Rose feels under my hand. I feel like my hand's always pushing against the fine tuners in the back. That's why. I have not tried the West Creek JX20. I have not. Maybe someday. Yeah, don't forget the gravy. Buddy's first turkey day with us. I think he had one last year, but I don't know where he was or who he was with, and maybe they didn't have Thanksgiving. Who knows? Good night. Alrighty, guys, so I guess that about does it for questions and stuff. So I do have another video coming out tomorrow, guys. New video. It is another guitar review tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Don't miss it. And then I'll be back on Monday with more guitar reviews. Wow. Right? Just more guitar reviews than you can handle. All right, guys, so enjoy the rest of your night. Have a great rest of the week. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you guys next week. Doing the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Later, Dave. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're out of here. Goodbye, everybody.